Silver is the lifeblood of your empire in Skull and Bones. From financing your factories to everything you want to purchase is going to need silver. There's a very straightforward method to get unlimited silver in this game. There's actually two methods. One of them works best for endgame. The other one works all throughout the game. The first method is basically getting one of these four commodities, wine, gin, brandy, or painting, and selling them in other locations that we know sell better. But there's a few tricks to that. For example, there would be only a limited quantity in stock. So what you have to do is called server switch. So for that you just have to quit to the main menu and come back in the game. For me it switches like that, but if it was not switching for you as easy as that, you can wait a little bit more on the main menu. If you want a guaranteed way to switch your server, you can just come to the options, come to the settings and switch crossplay. If it's on, turn it off. If it's off, turn it on. Just keep in mind that if it is on, it means that you're playing with people from all platforms, which means that there's a lot more servers that you can play in. That is going to be helpful not just in this case but in a lot of other use cases throughout the game. So the first method, you come to Touchman's Camp in the bottom left corner of the map. You're looking for a rogue trader. There is two possible locations that he or she could be at. It actually switches between a male or female trader, and it could be either at the camp right up here on the right, or if it was not here, you have to walk a little bit more, pass through this tunnel, and they will definitely be in this location if they're not at that location. You're looking for gin, wine, brandy, and paintings, and they will always have at least one of them. In this case, I'm unlucky, they only have wine, and they only have one arrow down. They will at least have one arrow down, sometimes two arrows down, and when you're selling it, you will always look for places that have two arrows down, and I'm going to show you how to find those places, and I'm going to show you where I am currently selling them. I bought as many as I could, so if I want to buy more, I have to do a server switch as I showed you. So I started with 206,000 silver. I spent about 26,000. Let's go and see how much silver we can make out of this. So if you want to make the most profit, you want to sell it at the locations that you can sell it for double arrows up. When I first found this, those locations did not work for me, and I had to look around to find the locations that best work for me. So I'm gonna show my locations to you, but I'm gonna also show you how to find your locations in case that these locations was not like giving you the best profit. So the first location is for brandy. You have to go at the very top of the map. The location is called Ahoy Estate, and it's actually not to a camper, so that's easy. It's just to this shipwreck road. If I come here and I talk to him, I can sell brandy for double up, which is perfect. You see, just by selling that, I already passed the amount of silver that I originally had. For paintings, the best location on the map right now is the Mother of Shipwrecks. This officer over here is definitely buying painting. Yes, he's buying it for 2 up. So right there we are at 225,000. Okay, so for this first two, we didn't even have to go to the camps. The best location was just on the beach. But for Jin, I bought it off of a camper. Actually, right now he has moved over here to Elder's Cave. Now, the location of this one can move, but if you hover over any outpost in the map, it will tell you who's camping there, and you're looking for the Corrupt Company camp. And you're specifically looking for a blonde gentleman that is sitting down. Now for wine, sometimes I come to this ruined lighthouse in East Indies, but honestly wine is the cheapest of them. And over here is actually not guaranteed that I can get the best price. So what I do is I just sell it for 1 arrow up, the first location that I get, just so I wouldn't really worry about it, because it's not really worth it for me to find the location of this guy. And if you're okay with selling it for 1 green arrow up, you can in fact do that back in the Dutchman's camp and not even have to worry about carrying your wine around. The person standing on the beach over there is guaranteed to buy wine for 1 arrow up, so I don't really worry about carrying wine around at all. With this method, you can more than triple your money. You can get millions of silver. So with that, guys, that was just the first method that is always there. You can use it from the beginning of the game. If you don't have this location, you can just sail to it for the first time, but from then on you can always fast travel to here and then go to the other locations and sell them. So that this method is always there for you. But I'm going to show you the other method that maybe in the end game you're going to find this to be the easier method, because you just have those two things laying around. This second method is selling a couple of things to Skerlock and a couple of things to Rahma that sells for the most. To Skerlock, you can see right here that you can sell any of the Gold Skull drinks, so Gold Skull Rum or Gold Skull Gin, for 250 silver a piece. So that means that with 200 of these drinks, I can just get 50,000 silver easy. And towards the end of the game, you're going to have a lot of these there, so you're not going to have any silver problem with this method. Rahma also pays 250 for the black drugs, so Black Lotus Opium and Black Snuff. And that's it. Those are the two methods.